hour 25 of sleep deprivation. Let's do this. According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly. But we're not here to talk about their small wings or the fact that they shouldn't be able to lift their little fat bodies off the ground. So ladies and gentlemen, fasten those seatbelts, secure those tray tables, because we're going to talk about what that infamous B-movie copy pasta embodies. Dank memes of the highest level of comedy. So it's outlined by Richard Dawkins' The Selfish Gene in 1976 that memes are equivalent to genes in that they are units of our culture. They represent different aspects of humor and our society. Now, much like the genes and traits observed by Charles Darwin in 1859, they mutate into existence. Now, this can be by chance or by forces of nature. Most comparable in memes is how sometimes people will go viral overnight, or the YouTube algorithm will keep pushing something on you. So, in that comparative study done by Microsoft, it's determined that we are one of the least attentive species on the planet as of today. And that number is continuing to fall. And so it makes one wonder, how are we able to keep focusing on things, and how do memes stay so relevant? How do they keep just popping up? Now this is because they, like genes, are repetitive. They have the same codes, they use the same phrases. This is where we get copy pastas and other forms of repetition. Sometimes this comes in the form of things that we were forced to memorize in school. Like anyone who took biology knows that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And in a more relevant example, we all know that name qualification date is the best way to cite in speech. And that is to cite Aaron George Swanlek, Communications Professor, 2020. So once we notice something, we can become fixated on it once it keeps repeating itself. And occasionally, this repeated mutation of memes can become strong enough to have a profound influence in society. We saw this back last year with Area 51. It started off as a small joke, but culturally, we all just decided, this is a great idea. Let's all invade one of the most secure places on the planet just to see them aliens. And on a more personal note, for myself, at the beginning of February, I made a memes of coronavirus, suggesting that Budweiser was creating a competition virus to go against their Mexican competitors, as if to imply that, yeah, an American company would assume that corona is similar to the virus. Now, last week, CNN released a report saying that 38% of Americans refuse to drink Corona beer because they are afraid they're going to catch that disease. So really, it's an indicator that not only are memes just a representation of our culture, but memes as themselves can influence our way of understanding this world, our beliefs, what our society consists of. It comes down to small definitions, like how now when you say jazz, I think of B. Jerry Seinfeld trying to seduce a woman. Or similar to how, well, there's just the smallest things. When you say homework folder, you think of something else. I won't go into detail on that. But from this, we can see how memes really encode our beliefs. They can predict future trends, they can create them on the spot. So really, if you have an idea, you have a vision of a meme, no matter how surreal or dank, just do it. You know? Don't let these memes just be dreams. You can create your own reality. Establish that future that you want, and let's go make some memes.